We're live. Breaker 19. This is Bailey Clyde Tuggle, the truck driving son of a bitch, coming at you at 1.6 gigahertz. Part-time trucker, part-time lawyer and judge, part-time race car driver, and full-time son of a bitch. The whole point of this thing here is to get on here and act like a dumb son of a bitch. But tonight, we got something a little more serious to talk about. We had a truck driver commit an accident during the commission of committing a small crime, and this resulted in the death of three individuals. So this is no joke, and we don't mean to make light to the families of those loved ones. We're going to focus on that dumb son of a bitch that committed that atrocity. So let's launch that into that video.
The illegal alien truck driver charged in a deadly wreck is set to make his first court appearance today. He's facing vehicular homicide charges and deportation. Florida's Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins personally escorting the illegal alien from the sanctuary state of California, where he was given a commercial driver's license. He joins us.
Now, the first problem we have here is these sanctuary. He flees there because he thinks he's not going to be in any trouble. I believe that's why he went there. Um, that's just horrible. Well, let's get back to the video a little
Now,
bit here
with more
first.
details, Lieutenant Governor, thank you for taking time today. Why was this individual, when people hear this horrific story, this illegal alien driver, Harjinder Singh, makes this
Now, let's start off. The fact that he's an illegal alien did not cause the accident. We're trying to be objective here. You leave it to Billy Clyde's courtroom, we probably just grind him up, fertilize the city park with him in the first place. But I realize not everybody feels that way, so we got to be a little bit objective. The fact that he's an illegal alien did not cause the accident.
U-turn in a official only zone where people are coming the other direction, 70 miles an hour. 3 lives were lost. Why was this individual allowed to even obtain a commercial driver's license?
Now, if you watch this video, one question that I have, and I'm playing devil's advocate, if he slowed down enough to make a U-turn in an 18-wheeler, you'd think the driver of the minivan would have noticed that and slowed down a mile or two, but that does not seem to be the case. Watch this video.
Well, thank you for having me on today.
Man,
And
that is
that's the biggest
that
question
is
right now.
horrible.
2018, he illegally crossed the border. How did somebody who failed 3 out of 16 questions on the roadside exam manage?
Now, if 3 out of 16 questions does not sound like a whole lot for your average dumbass, but I don't know what the passing requirement is either. I got to admit that.
to get a CDL in any state? And he did it in 2, Washington and California. Again, this is an indictment on Gavin Newsom, his failed policies, and his lack of leadership, and frankly, his lack of focus on American citizens and the American people.
Now, when I first moved to Colorado 20 years ago, there was a topic on the radio, and the topic was, should an illegal alien pay inside state tuition or outside state tuition? The answer is no, denied. Send the son of a bitch back where he came from if and he's an illegal alien. You don't just put him in college and decide whether he's in state or out of state. Send the son of a bitch home.
Unacceptable. This is why President Trump has a mandate from the American people to fix this problem.
And you went personally to escort him back. Why did you feel that was necessary?
Well, I'm a military guy. I did 23 years in the Army, most of it as a Green Beret.
Well, I wanted an opportunity to get on the news for whatever office I'm going to be running next. That could be the answer to that question, says Billy Clyde Tuggle. Now remember, I ain't no politician. I'm just a truck driving son of a bitch. You can see the simulated truck driving rig right there in the background that proves I'm a truck driving son of a bitch.
And I
There
know
we
that
go.
leadership matters. Being up front, being there to deal with whatever comes up is important. So I don't know about you, but I didn't have a whole lot of faith that Gavin Newsom wasn't going to do something, that something wasn't going to pop up. He needs to come back here. 3 innocent lives were cut short, 3 lives lost because of
Now, I agree with what he's saying, but I don't agree with taking the opportunity to use the death of 3 people as a political tool. But I do agree with what he's saying. The son of a bitch is here illegal. The son of a bitch has 2 illegal driver's licenses from 2 separate states, and he's driving a truck in Florida without, I don't even think he had a Florida license. That company hired him with no license.
failed policies in California because somebody who shouldn't have had a CDL was here driving. And frankly, we got to let our citizens know, Floridians know, that we've got their back, we take this seriously, and we will not fail them.
Lieutenant Governor, as we're watching video of you literally physically escorting him, what was he like? Did he show remorse, and how was his English?
Well, his English was broken at best, and frankly, he showed no remorse. He was not very conversational, and ultimately, on the roadside, I think you heard our sheriff talk about that. He didn't show anything, just a blank slate, completely uncaring about what happened. 3 lives lost on the side of the road. Didn't even go check on them. That's heartbreaking and it's unacceptable.
And Lieutenant Governor, I just want to quickly get to where this goes next.
Well, I'll tell you, this thing goes next. We're going to keep pushing him. We're going to throw the book at him.
Now, the fact that I, I assume he was arrested immediately and then released on his own recognizance. I don't know that for sure. I did find another video where he was ticketed for speeding just 1 or 2 weeks before this incident.
If that's how this goes. He's got 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter. That's up to 30 years itself. So he's going to do some time. And when he's done with that, then he'll get deported back to wherever he came from. But ultimately, we got to stay aggressive. President Trump has a mandate from the American people. Florida has led on this issue. I would love to see other states step beside us, be bold.
Now, they need to use this as a tool to fix the direct problem with the illegal driver's licenses and all that shit, not use it as this is not a chance to poke an eye at the immigration problem. Let's use this for the truck driving problem itself and go about immigration another way separately without using these 3 poor individuals who lost their lives as a political tool. And again, I probably don't disagree with what he's saying. It's the manner in which you put that tool into effect.
Support the president's approach like Governor Ron DeSantis has. Florida leads from the front. We have to take this seriously. That's what the American people want to see.
All right, Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins, thank you for the update. We will continue to follow this story. Have a good weekend.
I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. I don't know if we got anywhere with that, but if we if you look at it, let's take a look at something here. I got if, it was a horrible accident resulting in 3 deaths. He must pay for his actions. Now, the fact that he's an illegal alien did not contribute to the accidents, right? That is not a cause of the accident. Number three, he's given a driver's license to an illegal alien in 2 different states, and not just a regular old driver's license when you drive your Toyota pickup. He's driving an 18-wheeler. There's legal responsibilities. There's insurance. There's contracts with the trucking company with the company that they're hauling for. There's a lot of legal aspects here. And you put a driver in that truck who apparently it has no documentation, none whatsoever, except these two licenses in California and Washington that he should not have even had. He may have failed some tests, some written driving tests, and some sign tests. Now, the sign tests, that's a problem. Those are international. You don't know those, you're a dumb son of a bitch. The written driving, they said he missed 3 questions out of 16. Is that a lot? I don't know. I'm not sure. Uh, I don't know what the standard is. What do you want to put out there? You got to go 100%? I don't know. Then the company that hired him without a Florida commercial driver's license, what the hell were they thinking? Did you even check? So he's got a license in, now let's back up. You got a license in California and Washington, and they hire him because he has those licenses. Do they assume that he's a citizen? Or they just look, or are you supposed to just look at someone, oh, that guy's got brown skin. Let's verify that he's an American. When I got hired on my current job, I've been there 13 years, I had to provide birth certificates, uh, things like that. They know Billy Clyde Tuggle is a U.S. citizen with the proper documentation to be here and do my thing. So the last thing on the list is he actually fled to California from Florida, maybe because the sanctuary state, I don't know, maybe because it's close to the border and he's heading back. Um, I do have another video we can go over in another episode. He does now have an attorney. I'm sure this is nothing new. I'm a little behind the ball on this, but I'm sure you've seen where people are trying to sign a petition to give him leniency. What the fuck for? I don't know. Now, you go back to the first swim lane here. It is an accident. It's not like he walked into a Walmart with an AR-15 and shot 3 people. It is an accident, but it was an accident that happened during the commission of breaking the law, breaking the traffic law that, in my opinion, you're doing a U-turn in a semi truck on a 3-lane highway. What the fuck? I don't even get it. Now, he is an illegal alien. That didn't cause the accident. He's got 2 driver's licenses that are full of shit because he got them without documentation of even being a citizen of the United States. He did fail some tests. Again, we don't know the standards. He just may be a dumb son of a bitch. I don't know. That's not a crime being a dumb son of a bitch until you commit a crime as a dumb son of a bitch to this level where it costs the lives of 3 people. Now, this company that hired this son of a bitch, this is where the deep pocket's going to be. The loved ones of those 3 individuals are going to own this son of a bitch. And last but not least, he fled, but they caught him. They got him in court. Um, I do not believe that the rest of this situation will go well for him. And they went on in that other video I cut short to compare him to another individual who's being held. Again, it seems like they're trying to press the immigration issue, which I disagree with using these 3 lives as a tool. Although I do not agree I do not disagree with the message that this shit has to be stopped. Sanctuary City, my ass. Oh, we don't abide by the rules of ICE. We're not going to arrest anyone, or we'll arrest some bitch and just let them go. Bullshit. Somebody breaks the law, you have to follow the law to the fullest extent until you've either deemed that man not guilty or guilty and then sentence him to what he deserves to do to pay for his mistake or crime or whatever the hell it was. All right? Like, subscribe, push some buttons, leave some comments, make some shit up. I don't know. Everything on this channel is 100% true except the shit we make up or lie about. Other than that, it's all true. I'm trying to get the truck ready. I got the truck ready, been doing a little bit of the racing. I put the other steering wheel back on there so I can get in the truck simulator, trying to get some live simulating done this weekend. It is a 4-day weekend for me. So I'm trying to get some live driving done, and then we'll talk about some of this shit while we're hauling some loads. And you know how it is trying to talk to a little mic over there when there may not be even one son of a bitch on the channel watching, but you got to start somewhere. Like, subscribe, give some comments, suggest some other games you might want to see us playing. Uh, I do have a new game that I wanted to try to play. I wasn't good enough at it to start streaming it. But anyway, give us some suggestions. This is Billy Clyde Tuggle, the truck driving son of a bitch, signing off of this 1.6 megahertz connection. We love all you out there. Peace.